Live on the line from Ghana, Michael Asidu from Mikado News is a journalist based in Ghana. What makes Africans in 2023 so close to Russia?
The Russians has helped us very well in some of the wars that happened in South Africa, the apartheid war, and Somalia, and other African countries. So we, the Africans, we know the help that Russia has given to us a lot. And this has led the military overthrowing the puppet of the West. Yes, the puppet of the West, who are backing the American and the European nations. There will be many coups that will be coming for now onwards.
So you predict that there will be more coups on the African continent in the foreseeable future?
Yes, there will be more coups in the African continent because we, the youth, or most of the African youth, have realized what the West and America are doing in 2011. What America and the West did in Libya. They assassinated Muhammad Gaddafi.
Russian flags popping up all over Africa. Why?
So when we come to West Africa here, we, the youth and the African people, are in support of the Russian Federation, and any coup that is going on, we are proud of it, and we continue to overthrow the puppet of America and the West in our continent. We will sack them all. Niger is not the only country that will end. We will continue, and even Ghana, I hope, as time goes on, or in the near future, Ghana, you hear from us that the puppet has been overthrown. For the Western propaganda, you and I know, and you and your listeners know that for what the Americans are saying or what the Western media are saying, it's a lie. It's a lie. They should know that every day Russia is making progress on the battlefield and in the African continent. So the Western propaganda will continue to tell lies, and they should know that the rise of Africa is the fall of America.
So you're saying you plan to conduct more coups d'etats around Africa, and you hope there are more coups happening soon?
Yes, there are more coups happening soon.
We've got a coup in Niger. They've raised Russian flags.
They have been accusing Wagner that it is Wagner who is behind all those coups happening. Yes, of course.
Is Wagner popular in where you are in Ghana?
Wagner is very popular. Ghana, we share borders with Burkina Faso. The Wagners are here. The Wagners are in Mali. They are in most of the African countries. So the West and America think that they are plotting those coups. They are doing all those things against their puppets. As I'm talking to you here, Wagner is in Burkina Faso, which they share border with Ghana. So
have you seen Wagner troops on the streets?
Okay, Wagner troops are on the street on Burkina Faso, and they are fighting against terrorists in that region.
And who sponsors the terrorists that Wagner is fighting?
Okay, those who sponsor the terrorists are the West and America. Recently, the reason why the Burkinabés sacked the French military was that the French military are those arming the terrorists. They are those arming the terrorists. So the authorities decided to sack the military from there and sack the NGO, everything that has something to do with America and the West. The Burkinabés were able to sack them. And as I'm talking to you right now, the attacks from the terrorists and other places are reducing. So now that Niger has been able to do a successful coup, we will be able to eliminate all of them, because Niger was the only problem. They were supplying the arms from Niger to the terrorists. So now that there's a change of power, I hope the French military will be the next target to leave Niger.
Well, the French military has its own problems back home. They've got riots, protests all over France. The French military has no problems in sending weapons and tanks to Ukraine. And I suppose something which I predicted, all those countries that are supporting Ukraine, sending weapons, this is karma, where Russia will come in to countries around the world where those countries have interests, and Russia will supply their enemies. And what comes around goes around. If the French,
Yes, of
if the
course.
Americans, if the British, if the Germans did not get involved in Russia's business, or maybe Russia wouldn't get involved where the French are and where the Americans are, where the British and the Germans are.
Yes, yes.
So there you go, a bit of karma. Well, look, I just want to say I appreciate your insight tonight, and what I'll do is I'll get your details and I'll do something for you. I'm going to send you 100 Russian flags to Ghana for you to use at whatever protests and whatever events that you see fit. We'll get your details and we'll send you a special humanitarian aid package full of Russian flags, and I hope that'll help you in your quest to achieve freedom with Russia's help, as you've put it in your own words.
I'll be very happy, and I like this proposal that you've made, because if you can help me so that the Russians to take power here, I'll be very happy. I'll be very happy. I just need the sponsor.
You literally just said, if you can help me for Russia to take power here. I'm sure this
Yes,
will be
exactly.
on the front page of the Daily Mail,
Yes.
Four Corners, and the Daily Telegraph will run a hit piece talking about how the Aussie Cossack is using TNT radio to promote coup d'etats and spread Russian influence in African countries. What an interview that was. Something outrageous, and I'm sure the mainstream media and intelligence agencies are going to enjoy taking that apart. Maybe somebody called John, who thinks that the Aussie Cossack is a Russian asset, is going to also have a field day. Well, it's funny. People accuse me of being pro-Russian, but I am. What's the big deal? I mean, it's not something that I deny. And just as this gentleman from Ghana who spoke with us, he's unashamedly pro-Russian, and so are millions of Africans.